Right, go on. Twilight at Cheltenham at the end of the second day of the 2013 festival, and it was, as we expected, a remarkable afternoon. Sprinter Sacre, he's arguably the star turn of the entire meeting. He was the 1-4 favourite for the Queen Mother Champion chase, and he delivered in style. He beat Sizing Europe, the champion of 2 years ago. He demolished him by 19 lengths. He is officially now rated 188, which makes him the second best horse of the modern era. And remember, this was only the 8th chase of the 7-year-old's life. Afterwards, Nicky Henderson used various platitudes to describe the horse. The wow factor was one. He said he's nearly the perfect racehorse. I asked him what Sprinter Sacre had actually done wrong so far, to which he answered, not a lot. Very interesting for next year, there's going to be a clash between Simon Sigg, the winner of the Arkle here yesterday from the same stable. Nicky Henderson considers them both 2-milers. So that was very much the highlight of the afternoon, but there was plenty of other stuff to enjoy as well. The new one, his victory in the 2.5-mile novice hurdle for Nigel Twiston-Davies, who suffered the disappointment of scratching former champion Imperial Commander from the Gold Cup. Also a victory for jockey Sam Twiston-Davies, son of the trainer. I prefer breeding jockeys, he said, to employing them. That's the trainer, not the jockey. The short price favourite for that race came from Ireland in the form of Pont Alexandre. He was a disappointing third, but Willie Mullins, who had 3 winners on the first day of the festival, did enjoy another 2. He opened with Back in Focus. He justified 9-4 favouritism in the National Hunt chase, and also a 25-1 winner, believe it or not, ridden by Ruby Walsh in the race, the bumper, that Willie Mullins has now won on no fewer than 8 occasions. So another double for Willie Mullins, both horses in the colours of Graham Wiley. Elsewhere we had a couple of other big price winners. Flaxen Flare, that one made use of blinkers for the first time for a 25-1 Skinner in the Fred Winter hurdle, and also 33-1 Medinus, that scored in the Coral Cup for Alan King. The other race that rounded off the card, or at least was earlier in the day, it was won by Lord Windermere. It was the RSA chase. Now, it's now 9 years since Jim Colutti rode Best Mate to his 3rd victory in the Gold Cup. Now, next year, Colutti hopes that Lord Windermere will be back for the Gold Cup 10 years after Best Mate's final victory. Can you believe it? Well, that's the report as to what has happened. What is going to happen on the 3rd day? Well, I hope that Bog Warrior, trained in Ireland, he runs in the Ladbrokes World Hurdle. That's the feature at 3:20. This horse, I think, is improving. He's proven at 3 miles on his last start, and I think he can serve it up to the market rivals, the favourites, Rev de Civila and Oscar Whiskey. Elsewhere, Dynasty in the 1:30. That's for David Pipe. He's taken his time in deciding which race Dynasty, promising unbeaten novice chaser is going to run in. Q Card, I thought, was the one in the 2:40, the Ryanair. That horse has had a really good campaign this winter. Sam Winner in the 2:05. That's the Pertemps final. Very interestingly, a couple of weeks ago, spoke to Paul Nicholls, who's got a raft of equine talent at the festival, asked him for what he thought was his best chance of a winner, and he replied Sam Winner in a big field handicap hurdle. Who am I to turn that down? A couple of others we should mention here. Vino Griego, he is a reformed character of late. I'm going to take a chance on him in the Burn Group plate, Because I Couldn't See. Not only one of my favourite songs, but also a sporting wager in the Fulk Walwyn Kim Muir chase. He's run well at the Cheltenham Festival before. And also tomorrow over there on the cross-country course, we've got the race that should have taken place on Tuesday. That is due off at 5:15. It's the Glenfarr class cross-country chase, and I think that can go to Irish challenger Outlaw Pete. Right, well, that's what's happened. Hopefully what's going to happen on the Thursday. Join us for more after the 3rd day of Cheltenham 2013.